In today's video, I have NBA Saturday picks and preview for you all. My 4 favorite free plays on the board for this Saturday. Super excited to dive into the data and the matchups with you all. Give you all the analysis that you need for these 4 plays, my 4 favorite plays of the day. And if you guys are watching this video, please drop a like and subscribe to this channel. If we hit 30 plus likes on this video, I will give you guys a bonus play for Sunday's plays. Also, smash the like button, subscribe, because we're currently on a 7-1 run. We cashed out 5 plays yesterday. MLB opening day, and then my Novig 100X challenge, we're on day 6. So, quickly recapping yesterday's plays. So we went 2-1 on the day in the NBA. Aaron Naismith under 3.5 rebounds did miss. He went for 5, but Jared Allen over 7.5 rebounds did hit, and Kyle Filipowski under 8.5 rebounds did hit. He had exactly 8 rebounds. Jaylen Brown was our favorite play of the day. He was a healthy scratch, did not play. So he was also our Novig 100X play for day 6. But we're gonna keep going with day 6, a new play for today that I absolutely love, and we're taking that on Novig. Obviously, I'm gonna reveal that play a little bit later in this video, so stick around for that. But if you guys are not on Novig yet, you guys can get a new sign-up offer that Novig has come out with recently, where you spend $5 and get $50 in bonus cash when you use my code TEACH10 to sign up. So you're putting up $5, getting $50 back. And on Underdog, you can play $5 and get $50 bonus when you use my code TEACH10 as well. So between these two apps, you're putting just $10 into these two apps combined, and you're getting a $100 bonus up front. A lot of other apps will offer a deposit match, 100% deposit match, but you have to put up a lot of your own money up front to get a lot in return. Between these two apps, you put up just $10 and you get a $100 bonus between these two apps. So go sign up. Links for Novig and Underdog will be in the description of this video, so you can find them there to sign up nice and easy. Now, with that being said, let's move on to today's plays. But before we do that, quickly, guys, sign up to my Winible store for absolutely free. I give out my best free plays. I will post my slip in there, and it gets texted directly to your phone. That's winible.com/tickets with TJ. I post that slip before you even seeing this YouTube video, usually about an hour or two before, so you guys can get your picks the night before for games the next day, so you can go to bed already having your plays locked in. So sign up to my store. Link will be in the description of this video, winible.com/tickets with TJ. Now, let's get into these plays for this Saturday. Starting us off with Duncan Robinson over 10.5 points. Duncan Robinson has gone over 10.5 points in 7 of his last 10 games, averaging about 11.5 points over those last 10. Currently hit in his last 4 games straight, with one of his best performances with 17 points against the Hawks. On the entire season, Duncan Robinson has hit this at a 61% rate on the entire season, averaging almost just shy of 12 points per game. So the average is there for us on the season. And over his last 2 matchups against the Timberwolves, gone over this line 1 of 2 games. His most recent being March, going back to last season, so a little over a year ago, where he had 15 points. So first matchup this season, looking for him to build off of that performance last season, obviously. But in this matchup against the Timberwolves won't rank 11th in the league in points allowed overall. At the small forward position, they're a little bit worse, actually. Bottom third of the league, 22nd overall, giving up about 16 points per game to the small forward position. A great spot for Duncan Robinson to go off. Over his last 10, he's been shooting 51% from the field and shooting 45% from 3, which is where Duncan Robinson is key. That's where he really highlights himself at. So averaging over 2.5 threes per game over his last 10, feeling really good. The shooting volume is there from 3 as well. Took 10 threes, shot 5 of 10 in his last game. So feel good about that. Also, looking at the minutes, averaging about 25, 26 minutes over his last 10. You can see his minutes have really just gone up over the last 10. Played over 30 minutes in the overtime game against the Hawks. So feeling really good about that. More minutes, more opportunities for Duncan Robinson. Extra shot or 2 here or there, extra 3-pointer. That's going to be all we need to hit over this line of 10.5 points. Feel really good about this play for Saturday. Moving on to play number 2. Going to the other side of the ball in this game, we're going with Naz Reid, under 23.5 points, rebounds, and assists. He's gone under this line of 23.5 in 9 of his last 10 games. Did hit over in his last game. He had a good game, 14 points, 13 rebounds. So I'll give credit to him there. But other than that, not really performing up to this level. Averaging 18.6 points, rebounds, and assists over his last 10 games. On the entire season, he has hit under this line at a 60% rate. That's 42 of 70 games, averaging 22.27 PRA on the entire season. So that is a little bit more than one less than the line currently set at this matchup against the Pistons. So feeling really good, and hasn't hit over this line in a while other than his last game. So we like that trend there. Head-to-head, gone under both of his last two matchups last season, didn't even come close to this line. Probably wasn't playing nearly as many minutes. But over his last 10, you can see the minutes picked up, played the most amount of minutes in his last game, although that was an overtime game, so you have to factor in he probably played more minutes considering his extra period of play. But other than that, shooting 43% and 24% from three, doesn't really get to the free throw line a lot. Takes 10 shots a game, but shooting 43% on 10 shots at his position where you're getting a lot more high percentage shot chances, not really good, honestly. A decent amount of rebound chances, but not a ton for his position. And then the assist chances, not very minimal. Looking at the matchup against the Pistons rank third in points allowed, fifth in rebounds allowed, and they're the best team in terms of assists allowed, so top 5 in all 3 major stat categories. Against the center position, very similar. Second in points allowed, fifth in rebounds allowed, second in assists allowed. So top 5 in all 3 major stat categories, and second best in points and assists. So one of the best, if not the best matchup against the center position you could possibly get against any team. So a lot of green at overall and at the position matchup, and over the last 10 as well. So feeling really good about this play, especially with the hit rate on the in season 2, looking at a longer stretch of games, bigger sample size. Feel really good with Novig going under this line of 23.5 for Saturday. Moving on to play number 3. This is my favorite play for Saturday. It's Tyrese Maxey over 23.5 points. Tyrese Maxey's gone over 23.5 points in 9 of his last 10 games, averaging 29.6 points in those games. Had one game where he just had 21 against a tough team in the Spurs, but other than that, playing very well to this line, had 30-plus in his last game against the Hawks. First game back in like 3 weeks. I feel really good about Maxey coming back in the spot. It's similar to how I felt about Embiid that was like day 4 of our 100x Novig challenge. His PRA line was so low, and he like smashed. He had like 48 PRA, like went way over. I think it was like 32.5. I feel similar about Maxey in this spot coming back. Over 23.5 points. VJ Edgecombe's been doing a lot more of the heavy lifting there at the point guard position. With Maxey coming back, being healthy, the dude is so explosive if you watch. Also, on the entire season, he's hit over this line 23.5 points in 75% of his games. That's 46 of 61 games, averaging close to pretty much 29 points per game on the entire season. Feel really good about that. Overall, the Hornets rank 8th in the league in points allowed, but at the point guard position, they struggle a little bit more. 20th in the league overall, giving up 19.2 points per game to this position, so we have a favorable matchup there at the point guard spot. Great for Maxey. So, good spot for Maxey to come back. Good position matchup. Hit well before he was coming off of injury. Over those last 10 games, he was shooting 42% and 34% from 3. Picks up a decent amount of free throws as well. A little over 6 free throws per game. I'll take that too. Anytime you're getting points and stopping the clock, that is huge for any over in any position. Was playing about 35, 36 minutes per game over his last 10. I don't expect him to play a full minutes worth in his first game back, but I do expect him to play about like 30 minutes, which I still will think be plenty of enough minutes for him to get over 23.5 points. So feel really, really good about this play for Maxey coming back, similar to how I felt about Embiid the other day. So absolutely love this play for Maxey in Saturday's slate. Moving on to play number 4, the other side of the ball in this game, Coby White over 21.5 PRA. We actually hit Coby White, I believe that was day 5, the last day that we hit for our 100x Novig challenge. I think that line was 20.5 PRA. It's gone up to 21.5. You see it did open to 20.5. It's kind of got nuked. People are starting to get onto it. Coby White's been balling out for, it's a good reason the line's blowing up, but I still like it at 21.5, even though it did bump up from 20.5. He's averaging 24 PRA over his last 10 games, hit in 6 straight games, just absolutely balling out. On the entire season, hit this line at a 74% rate. That's something I talked about in the other video when I took him on the 100x challenge. 31 of 42 games he's gone over, averaging over 25.5 PRA on the entire season. So feel really good about that. Head-to-head against the Sixers, he has gone over this line in 3 of his last 4 matchups, going back to the day after Christmas of this season. So That is the only matchup that they played against each other this season, and he has gone over, and he had a good game, 13.6 or 7 rebounds, 6 assists for 26 combined. So feel really good about that. That was, of course, when he was on the Bulls before he got traded this season. But still, feel really, really good about this for Coby White. Against the Sixers, they rank 17th in points allowed, 20th in rebounds allowed, and 23rd in assists allowed, so not very good overall. Against the shooting guard position, very similar story. 24th in points allowed, 19th in rebounds allowed, 26th in the league in assists allowed, giving up over 21 points per game to this position. A fantastic spot for Coby White to continue this hot streak for him. He's been shooting 48% over his last 10 games and 41% from three, averaging about 2.5 threes per game. Picks up a couple free throws here and there, a little bit more recently over his last 5, so that's good. Playing like 21 minutes too, so he's being very efficient when he's on the court as well. About 7 rebound chances per game, about 6 assist chances per game. So just plenty of opportunity making the most of the 21 minutes that he's on the court. I feel very confident about him going over 21.5, even with the line getting boosted up a little bit. Great position matchup against a team that's not very good overall. Great hit rate. We're riding the hot hand, seriously. Like, he's just shooting the ball very well. That's another great matchup tonight. Hit very well the entire season on this line. So we love this play to round us out for play number 4 for Saturday. So let's quickly review these plays, and then I will go over and give out my 100x Novig challenge for day 6. Guys, so let's review these 4 plays. Duncan Robinson over 10.5 points. Naz Reid under 23.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Tyrese Maxey over 23.5 points, my favorite play for Saturday. And Coby White over 21.5 points, rebounds, and assists. So those are my 4 favorite plays for Saturday and for our 100x Novig challenge. So let's quickly recap the streak that we are currently on. We started off with Jaylen Brown over PRA that hit. Jalen Duren under PRA that hit by 2. Jalen Brunson over 6.5 assists. He finished with exactly 7. That was day 3. Day 4, Embiid mashed over his PRA line in his first game back from injury. And Coby White went over 20.5 PRA with exactly 22. That was day 5. For day 6, we are taking Tyrese Maxey over 29.5 points plus assists. It's different from the play that I gave out here. I gave out just the 23.5 points to be completely transparent. Underdog did not have the points plus assist line, so I went with just the points. I still feel confident in that play, but for the 100x challenge, we're taking the points and the assists. We're rolling over the winnings from the day previous onto today. This is day 6. We are absolutely on fire. I'm so glad I started this challenge. It's been a lot of fun. I think you guys have been enjoying it as well. For you, those of you that have been following along with these videos, so over 29.5 points plus assists for this play. Now let's quickly go over the points plus assists. Why I like this. Oh, you're getting even more value in some of these apps too, like crazy. Gone over 29.5 points plus assists in 9 of his last 10 games. Great matchup against the Hornets at the point guard position, like we talked about. 20th in points allowed, and they're about league average in terms of assists allowed, but they still give up over 6 assists per game at league average. So that's still plenty. That puts us right in a spot for 29.5. I feel really, really good about this for Maxey. Was averaging 35.5 points plus assists over his last 10 before he came back. Again, I don't expect him to play entire games worth of minutes that he was playing, like 36 minutes per game, but I still think he'll play about 30 minutes per game, and he's super explosive when he's healthy and he's back. This is just a fantastic spot for him, similar to what we talked about with Embiid back on day 4. Coming back, look how low his line was, came back and absolutely destroyed, almost had 50 PRA. I feel a similar thing happening with Maxey coming back in this spot. So we're going with over 29.5 points plus assists for day 6. If you guys want to join in on this challenge and you're not on Novig yet, sign up with my code TEACH10. You guys can spend $5 on this challenge and get $50 more bonus. Or you can spend $5 on a different play. You get your $50 bonus and chuck that onto the Tyrese Maxey play, because we are absolutely on fire. So Tyrese Maxey over 29.5 points plus assists for the 100x challenge. And then my 4 plays for Saturday overall. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe to the channel. You guys have been absolutely crushing it. The channel's growing every single day. I really appreciate every single one of you that watches. And I will see you all tomorrow for Sunday picks.